We have a very interesting and a very important question. Why does God heal some but not others, even when people are praying for healing? I can assure you that this is a hugely significant question. Just this week, I have spent literally hours of people who have been told, well, one of them has been told she has between 3 and 6 months to live. Another one who has a very, very serious illness from a brain tumor. And another situation where there's just a young girl who also is in serious condition with a brain tumor. So I can assure you that I'm speaking to you on this subject with a real sensitivity to the hurt and the concern that people have. Let me try to answer it this way. The short answer to why does God heal some and not others is simply this: because He's God. Now, that obviously is not going to satisfy a lot of people, but in actual fact, that is the root, that is the core of the answer. You see, when we ask God for healing, we are coming before Him not with an order, not with a demand, but we are coming with a request. And when we come to God with a request, that obviously assumes that God is free to answer as He knows best. So in all our prayers, we have to acknowledge the fact we come before the Lord in petition, in request, but it's quite possible the answer will be yes. It's equally possible the answer may be no, or the answer may even be not yet. Now, that is not terribly encouraging, but it puts the question in the right framework. Why would God sometimes say yes and sometimes say no and sometimes say not yet? Well, perhaps the answer to that would be because He knows the future far better than we do. And He knows all the circumstances and all the things that go into the intricacies of our life and our relationship. You see, it's not just a case of we are living our little lives unrelated to anything else. We have no idea of the ramifications of the things that happen in our lives. So we have to say, God, it's quite possible that I'm asking for something that in the long term, in the eternal perspective, is not really in my best interest and would certainly not fit into your plans. And so I have to respect this. Now, if this is rather deflating for you, let me remind you that God has promised ultimately and finally and eternally and irrevocably to heal all our diseases. In fact, Jill and I love to recite verses from Psalm 90 each morning to us, where we bless the Lord for all His benefits, and we don't forget His benefits, and we actually list them. And the first one is He forgives all our iniquities, and the second one is He heals all our diseases. It doesn't say when, but it does promise that He does. And we know that ultimately and finally, we are going to be in the presence of the Lord, and when we see Jesus, we will be like Him, and we'll be given new bodies like His resurrection body, and death and sickness and pain and anguish and tears will be banished, and we will live in the fullness of God's healing in every dimension of our humanity. Well, there's much more we could say on this subject, but I hope there are a few seed thoughts there for you that will prove helpful. And God bless you.